This video features high-end, limited edition collectibles and is intended for adult collectors.
I wanna get to know you. I don't wanna leave so soon. You and me forever, or maybe just for tonight. Do you wanna get to know me? I will give it all to you.
Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
In today's video, we'll be reviewing the Adonis dolls from Mizi Doll, a brand we have not featured before on our channel. Mizi Doll is a high-end collectible brand that produces fashion dolls directed at adult collectors. The brand's flagship character is named Mizi, a teenage model living in Shanghai. Mizi Doll has produced a variety of dolls similar in aesthetic to Barbie's Signature and Integrity Toys, and seems to be run primarily by designers Jason and Dimon. Don't know for sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I will link their Instagram below. If you'd like to learn more about the Mizi Doll brand in general, I will also link their official website in the video description. So today's review will feature the first wave of the Adonis fashion male dolls, Work Hard and Gym Boy. These two boys are scantily clad in pretty minimal clothing, mainly to highlight their massive physiques, something pretty unique in 1/6 scale. I purchased both of these dolls from the official Mizi Doll retailer, Fabric Friends and Dolls. Each doll was priced at $108 USD plus shipping and handling. They are both limited edition with only 250 produced worldwide. So I'm actually really excited to get into these. They caused quite a bit of buzz online from what I've been seeing. A lot of people in the doll photography community have been posting about them a lot. There was information and leaks being shared many months ago. I actually pre-ordered these in December and just now in April 2020 finally received them. So it took quite a while, but my impression is, yeah, Mizi Doll is a smaller, more independent based company, so certain things has, a little bit longer of a turnaround. Definitely not an expert on this brand. We're new to this brand here on Toy Chat, so bear with us, but I'm definitely excited to get into these because they are definitely very fun, large, muscular, masculine male dolls, which we don't see super often. So, and also just as a quick heads up, we are going to be fully undressing these dolls in this video to give you guys a closer look at all the detailing of the body sculpts and the articulation. So if that's not something you're a fan of, consider yourself warned. Jumping straight into the packaging, these boys come in long black boxes with a large window display. So most of the doll is visible in box. The Adonis Fashion Male Doll logo is written across the bottom in white and gold, and similar to Integrity Toys, the doll's accessories are sealed in small plastic baggies at the bottom of the box. And we have some simple product and warning information on the back of the box, and a reminder that, of course, these dolls are intended for adult collectors. So also similar to Integrity Toys, once you remove them from the outer box, we do have just a little bit of a simple backdrop in a white and black zigzag pattern, and these boys are tied into their boxes with ribbon and string. There's no twisty ties or anything like that, found in Playline dolls. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox them fully and give you guys a closer look.
Here's Adonis Work Hard out of box. He has black rooted wavy hair styled into curls on either side of his head. The back of his head is painted brown to resemble a fade hairstyle. The paint continues onto his face to give the doll a full beard. He has brown eyes, arched eyebrows, and a somewhat stern, smoldering expression.
Work Hard isn't wearing much, but he does sport a black pleather vest with a quiver-like attachment on his left side. The vest is shorter on the right side and curves inward across the back to expose even more skin. He also wears a simple pair of black briefs with the word Adonis inscribed across the waistline.
As for his shoes, Work Hard is wearing a pair of black pleather boots with real laces and zippers along the outer sides. He comes with a pair of black socks as well. He also comes with a large black pleather duffel bag with silver chain straps. The bag can be unzipped open and has a lot of room inside. Next up, we have Gym Boy out of box. He has similarly wavy hairstyle to Work Hard, but his hair is a golden blonde, and unlike Work Hard, he's got a clean-shaven face. Jimboy wears a single faux diamond earring on his right ear. It catches the light very nicely and gives off an impressive shine.
Jimboy comes fully shirtless, his only clothing being a pair of simple white string-tied beach shorts. And beneath the shorts, he wears a white jockstrap thong, making for a very risque look. Doesn't leave much to the imagination.
As for his shoes, Jimboy wears a pair of powder blue and pink sneakers with real laces. The vamp section of each shoe is shiny and iridescent, making them really pop in different lighting. Jimboy also comes with a large iridescent silver backpack with straps that you can unfasten to open. It's large enough that you can store small objects inside. The backpack straps can also be loosened via the buckles.
All right, let's take a closer look at the body sculpt and articulation here. So as you can see, these dolls they're pretty large. They are very broad chested and they have broad shoulders as well. We do have little indentations where the nipples would be on the doll. Personally, I think they should have had painted nipples to avoid a mannequin look for these body-centric dolls. And as you can see, they have very large, round booties. Very large, largest I've seen on any 1/6 scale doll, honestly. And they have chiseled six-pack abs as well. So they have 13 points of articulation. You can move the head up, down, left, right. Up and down movement is a little more restrictive. You can move their shoulders, elbows, and wrists as well. The hands on these dolls are really interesting because they have almost like a softer rubbery texture to them, which allows you to actually move the fingers a little bit. So that can make for some pretty interesting posing options. And of course, we do have same movement on the other hand. You can't move the elbow portion up very far, honestly, but there is more movement in the hands. Hands are a little bit loose, so be careful with that. You can, of course, move them at the thighs. Again, a little bit limited movement there at the knees. And the feet, which are pretty loose, can move as well.
Here we have the Adonis body alongside Mattel's Ever After High and Made to Move Ken, along with Integrity Toys' Om's male dolls. The Adonis body is larger in almost every sense. Work Hard is taller, has broader shoulders, and a wider waist and chest than any other of these brands. A word of caution to buyers. Although the retailer lists Mizi's dolls as being able to fit Integrity Toys and Barbie fashions, this seems to be outright false for the Adonis boys. They are far too large to fit in really any of these other brands' clothings.
I actually tried putting this Made to Move Ken's tank top on Work Hard, and while I was barely able to slide it past the wider waist and the big butt, the doll's shoulders are too broad. And I was concerned if I pulled it any further, I would rip the fabric. An Integrity Toys shirt was also too tight. And in fact, because the Adonis biceps are so large, I was actually barely able to pull the arms through in this case. I would imagine, honestly, these dolls fitting in at best, maybe the broad-bodied Ken clothing or maybe the Mattel Superman suit. But for now, I would say just to expect that these Adonis dolls will fit almost exclusively in Adonis-sized clothing. All right, so here are our final thoughts on the Mizi doll Adonis, Work Hard, and Jimboy dolls. So I think these two are beautifully designed with very handsome faces, and the large detailed body sculpts offer some really great sexy fun in photos. And although they don't come with very much clothing, the clothing they do come with is really well designed. It's really eye-catching. I love the duffel bag. I love Jimboy's iridescent, accessories. So unfortunately, however, although a strong concept is there, I'm honestly disappointed by what seems to be a lack of quality in the body structure of these dolls. They are nicely articulated and they're posable enough, but the arm joint movement is a bit stiff, as where their ankles and wrists are really loose and floppy. I actually had what I thought was a really severe issue with my gym boy when I was trying to put on his shoes, which are very form-fitting. Both of his feet popped completely off, like out of the peg from his calf piece. And I thought that it was defective or it was broken. So I actually contacted the retailer, and thankfully he was very friendly, very helpful, very responsive. But on Mizi Doll's end, they basically just sent a video showing how to reattach the foot piece, and I was able to reattach it, and it's fine, it's whatever for now. But I'm still of the opinion that, I don't know, it's just an iffy quality piece, especially the feet. They seem really fragile and really easy to just pop off. They just don't seem that secure. I have also read of others complaining online about loose and unreliable joints on Mizi dolls in general. Although these are cheaper than your average Integrity Toys doll, I do still expect higher quality than this at an over $100 price point. It's also honestly a letdown that I was hoping to be able to redress these like barely dressed dolls, but it seems impossible with their size. I really hope Mizi releases more clothing options for these big guys, because I think they would be really fun to see dressed in different clothes. There are definitely strong design concepts here, however, so I do definitely hope to see this brand move forward. I've seen a lot of their female dolls as well, some in person at Integrity Toys conventions actually, and they're really beautiful. They look great. And as for the Adonis specifically, we don't very often get to see bulkier body types, heavy articulation, and this strong sense of sensuality in male dolls. So I definitely appreciate the unique things these Adonis boys offer, but I think they're much likelier to appeal to collectors who have an interest in photographing the male physique and kind of, posting sexier photos, because it doesn't seem, honestly, like they're very versatile for too much else, as of right now anyway.
I agree with everything that Max has mentioned. My first impression of the Adonis dolls was how stunning the face sculpts were and how buff they looked. As for figures, they're quite lovely to look at, but realistically, posing them seems to be a bit more difficult than I would like. While this first wave of Adonis dolls does not come with a lot of clothing, I am very curious how they would look with more on. The issue of making boy dolls more muscular is that they can look unnaturally bulky in clothing. When Max showed me that his gym boy feet came off, I could tell how the ankle joints connected to the foot poorly. The way they connected isn't as sturdy as it should be. I can see a lot of collectors having similar issues now and in the future with these feet. I hope future revisions of the Adonis dolls will change this portion of the doll. As a first iteration, it is a welcoming line of boy dolls, but there are a lot of improvements to them that I hope they will do to make sure that the Adonis line have lasting success.
All right, thank you for joining us for our review of Mizi Doll, Adonis, Work Hard, and Gym Boy. Make sure to let us know what you guys think of them in the comments below. Thank you for once again sticking with us through a remote quarantine review. We hope all of you are doing well and staying safe. Thank you for continuing to support our channel, and we will see you next time. Bye.